back to it. So we are now recording. So family, this is the harmonic scanner. For those of you who don't know how to access the harmonic scanner, you can literally go to IM Center, go down to strategies, where it says pick your weapon, you can choose the harmonic scanner, or simply you can type in harmonics IM, right? And you want to type in your IML Academy credentials. Now, when you get on here, you're going to see a scanner, and it's going to be zoomed in a little bit. If you want a full overview of what you see of the charts, you can zoom out a little bit. All right, you can zoom out. You can either zoom out with your mouse, or you can come down here and you will see a negative polarity and a positive polarity. It says zoom out and zoom in, right? You can scroll to the right or you can scroll to the left with these tools right here, okay? Now, to the left, if you have the elite package, that means that you have access to every single product or package that we have here in IM Academy, as well as the education, okay? Now, to the right of that, we have our technical analysis tools. Now, these technical analysis tools help us be able to create analysis and different variations of different things to help us understand where the market is going, okay? Where the market is going. Now, I'm gonna delete these and I'm gonna get into a few more other things. All right, and now this tool right here and this tool right here will probably be the main things that we'll be using, so please pay attention to that. If you don't understand how to use this, I wanna say maybe the third or second video on the FRX Academy, it teaches you how to navigate the trading view and understand how to use these technical analysis tools, right? If I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe I'm right. All right, to the right, look to the right, okay? We literally have different time frames that we can be able to trade on. Now, the strategy that I'm going to show you today works on every single time frame, right? And I'm going to show you how to use it on every single time frame as well. Under it, it says price feeds. Now, these are the different brokers that you may have. Some may have FX Choice, Hot Forwards, Hugo's Way, JAFX, or Trader's Way. But I want you to know that it doesn't necessarily matter which one you pick on. Everything is pretty accurate to the T, right? All of the price feeds and price numbers, everything matches on each broker, okay? Under that, we have a variety of currency pairs that we can trade. Now, the first 4 currency trades or the currency pairs are usually the most recent, and they're the trades that's in progress as of right now. But like I say, if you just want to see the accuracy of the harmonic scanner, after number 4, you'll start to see trades that have already probably hit TP1 or gone down to hit TP3. Now, the harmonic scanner is literally 85 to 90% accurate. 85 to 90% accurate. And if you have the FRX package, there's no reason why you shouldn't be using a tool that's 85 to 90% accurate. A lot of people overlook the harmonic scanner because we get it for free. Don't do it. All right. Let's look at GBP CAD. GBP CAD literally came from entry. Also, it gives you a harmonic pattern, which is this right here, which is based off mathematics. It gives you a stop loss, which means that it kind of protects your assets. So if this trade decides to go the wrong way, then it'll put us out at a pretty good level, so we won't lose that much, right? It's literally already calculated. I want to say from TP1 to entry the stop loss is usually a 1-to-1 ratio. For example, if my take profit is 20 pips, then my stop loss is probably going to be 20 pips. If my take profit is 15 pips, then my stop loss is probably going to be 15 pips. 1-to-1 ratio, all right? So it offers a stop loss, and then it offers a pretty valid entry point, all right? Now, usually we want to take this trade to, we want to take trades at TP1, but if you understand how to use the harmonic shoulder, the majority of the time, your TP3 will be smashed because it's a very volatile move. And it's usually at the beginning of the reversal in the market, right? So we're talking about take profits. It gives you 3 take profits. Now, what a take profit does is basically gets you out of the trade when you've made the amount of money that you set to make, all right? So we always go for TP1. Down here, it automatically comes with RSI. If you like using RSI for entry, you can use that as well. But I'm just gonna double click the screen and I'm gonna take that off, all right? I'm gonna double click the screen and I'm gonna take that off. Family, drop a 5 in the chat if you're with me and you're paying attention right now. Let me know. I'm very interactive. I'm gonna ask y'all a few questions, so hopefully everybody responds back to me. All right, cool. So let's actually get into the harmonic pattern. Everybody should be able to see this, the harmonic shoulder pattern. When the harmonic scanner meets the head and shoulder pattern, right? So as we can see, we have a trending price wave, which is this uptrend. Literally have a left shoulder. This would be known as the left shoulder. We have a level of resistance and a level of support here as well. We have the right shoulder, which is what we're actually going to be trading on. And we have, you know, price reversal, which will always usually be three ways, right? It will usually be a breakdown to a support level, back to a resistance level, and usually down to hit maybe TP1 or TP3. All right. So let's really get into it. I want y'all to know that this strategy is probably the #1 most reliable price action strategy inside the entire market, right? And it's honestly trading smart money, which means that we're getting in this market before a lot of other retail traders get in this market, you know, in general. All right. So as far as structure, this is probably the first thing you will see before a big reversal. I know a lot of y'all probably see big moves and it's kind of like, dang, like I wish I would have caught this move, or I wish I would have caught that move. This will allow you to be able to catch these moves. Okay. So I'm gonna delete this, and I kind of just want to just break it down from another standpoint, just so you can understand, right? So who understands an uptrend? Who understands a downtrend? Drop a 1 in the chat if you understand the ways that the market moves. So if you've been on my market structure calls, you understand that this is just like the market structure model, right? So when we're trying to identify a head and shoulders pattern, the first thing we want to look for is the market trending up. And we're going to see 5 market phases. Now, usually when the market is trending, we see 5 phases. And sometimes if it's a pretty bullish market and it's extended, we may see 7. All right, but majority of the time it's 5. All right. So boom, we got from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, right? So check this out. When we're looking at an uptrend, of course, it's always going to start with a, it's always going to start with a low. Let me copy this. It lets me clone it. It's going to work its way up into a high. Put this up here. Then it's going to come back down to a low. So if you've been on my market structure videos, we always want to enter in at the pullbacks of the market, right? But identifying this uptrend is important because it'll show you how to get an accurate trade, okay? Of course, we have a high. Then it comes back into a low. And then we have something called a pivot high. Now, how do we know that this is a pivot high? We won't know if this is a pivot high unless this does one thing. Now, usually in an uptrend, price may make a high, and then we can expect it to test the previous high, which is right here. Usually. If the market is going to continue to keep extending up, it's going to test this previous high. That's easy directional bias. If you watch Dr. Lee, you know, Brandon Boyd, you understand this principle. All right. This is directional bias. Okay. So we can expect the market to do this if it tests the previous high, which is right here. Boom. All right. Now, how exactly do we know that this is a pivot point? The market will literally break this high and come down here to find a support level. Right? It'll come down here to find a support level at an even level. Okay. This is how you know that this is a pivot point, because it broke this previous high. Write that down in your notes. Okay. So like I said, we found a valid support level around this area right here. Around this area right here. And I don't like to really use lines. I like to use rectangles because, you know, support and resistance is a zone. It's not a, you know, it's not just a calculated number, right? Sometimes it could hit that calculated number or that line you put and go right past it and probably go up. And you probably got stopped out or something else probably happened, right? Cool. And also we have this resistance level, right? And it would have been support if price would have bounced off the previous high. So now we got this resistance level, and now we're looking for price to come here. All right. Now this is usually our valid entry level, and majority of the time when price gets here, we'll see a D. We'll see a D right here at this level. And if you know the harmonic scanner, if the D is actually on top of price, right? On top of price, the stop loss is the top of price and the take profits are on the bottom. That's giving us an easy indication that we're expecting to sell the market at this point, okay? And usually what happens majority of the time is price will reverse at this level and usually come down here, right? Usually come down here to hit the support level. Now the support level is usually take profit 1, but majority of the time, since this is the beginning of a trend change, it would break this level and come here and retest and then continue to drop all the way down. Drop all the way down. Family, please drop a 2 in the chat if you understand everything that I just talked about. Does this make sense? Let me know if I need to go back on anything because I want everybody to understand it. It's pretty simple. And a lot of times when you're trading the harmonic scanner, it's going to give you a scan right at the right shoulder. So you may see one of these. You can either see a big scan or a little scan, right? Now, let me give you an example of a big scan. So I'm going to go to my harmonic pattern. So we may see something like this, right? Like this, like this. And that D will be right at the top at this level right here, right? This is a big scan. So the bigger the scan, the bigger the move. All right, now let me replace this. Now, sometimes we may get a pretty good scan right at the D, right in this area, right? We won't have an X to A to B to C from here, but it'll be kind of in this area and the D will still be on top. When you see smaller scans, you want to go for TP1 or TP2. But if we see a big scan, we know that the market is probably going to take profit 3, right? We know that the market is going to take profit 3. Now, I want to talk about some, additional confirmations that can be used for this that can help you a lot. All right. Additional confirmations. Let me take this off. Let me put this back on and boom. All right. That's what normally it will look like. All right. Now, an additional confirmation that you can have is if you look over here to the left, we see a extended bullish run, or not even extended, but we see a bullish run that has 5 phases. Okay. All we have to do is draw a trend line. Now, when you're drawing a trend line and the market is in an uptrend, you want to always connect the bottoms, right? You want to always connect the bottoms. All right. Now, a lot of times, price will literally retest on the outside of this trend. Let me delete this price pattern so y'all can see. A lot of times, price will typically retest outside of this trend, or sometimes it may touch. Sometimes it may line up accurately and touch. We want either 1 or 2 of those things to happen. All right. That's one additional confirmation. Another additional confirmation is if the right shoulder is at equal highs with the left shoulder. So what exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Gotcha. Let's just say we got left shoulder. Then let's just say we have a right shoulder. That resistance level is literally meeting it right on the dot, right? It's falling in to this zone and it's rejecting in the same area, right? So it has to have equal highs. This is something that you got to see. And if we go up, this definitely has equal highs. So we have 2 confirmations. And the third confirmation is the fib tool. So does anybody remember how to use the fib tool, or do y'all want me to go over that real quick? How to reuse the Fibonacci? Y'all need me to go over how to use it, how to plot it, just let me know. Say yes, say no. Let me know. Yes. Okay, cool. I got you. So let's just say the market is in an uptrend, right? And I'm just going to do a 3-phase wave. So typically what we want to do, if the market is in an uptrend, we want to go from low to high. We want to go from low to high. Now, typically, majority of the time, you're going to be able to plot this before you see this move. How exactly will we plot this, Joe? So look, when it's coming from low to high, when it's coming from a low, you're going to usually see a support level here, right? And where you want to connect it at is the next resistance level. And usually that'll be around this area right here. So just imagine that this right here didn't happen yet. I'm gonna put that over here, all right? What you want to see is the market to start to reverse at this resistance level. And you can, a lot of things can tell you about reversal. You can see bearish candlestick patterns, such as a bearish engulfing. You can see an evening star. You can see a doji pattern at these resistance levels, right? So look, this is what we do. We come here and we go to the Fibonacci retracement, okay? So from low to high, boom, as you can see, this is a 50% retracement, which is a very strong level to be retraced at, all right? Let me bring this back. Boom. That's how you draw the field in an uptrend. Now in downtrend is vice versa, all right? Literally vice versa. I'm gonna show you. Let's say we got a downtrending market on first impulsive move, and then we got the retracement, okay? So for that first repulsive move, obviously this is gonna be a level of resistance. And where it pauses at the bottom is gonna be a level of support. Gonna be a level of support. So when it's in a downtrend, we go from high to low. Take this over here. Well, I can keep this right here. All right. It's gonna be from high to low. So we're gonna take the fib tool, mark up a high, and go from high to low. And right here, this is at the 618. This is actually the golden number. Anytime the price is at the 618 rule, you know, majority of the time it's going to be a rejection. It's going to be a rejection if it's up here at this zone at the 618. So we at the 618, that's around, you know, 61% of a market rejection. And we can expect this market to retrace all the way back down. All right, family, dropping the 5 in the chat. Drop a 5 in the chat if this makes sense, if you understand how to use the fib tool. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if this training has been gas so far. Let me know. For my FRX users and my elite pack people, drop a fire emoji in the chat if this training has been pretty good so far. And like I said, I am recording it, so if you ever want to come back to it, you can always go back to it. All right. Cool. And let me scroll back up. Now that we understand how to draw our fib levels, this is what we want to do, okay? We're going to draw the fib level from high to low because it met here at this support level. So we draw this from high to low, right? I want you to know that if price is in between, let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. And let me delete this so everybody's vision can be clear. So if price is in between the 0.5 and the 618, this is a great level, right, to hop in this market. Those are literally all the confirmations. This is a great level. Usually when we see this happen, we will see a pretty good move about to happen. All right. Now let's go into the harmonic scanner. I kind of looked through the harmonic scanner before I got on here and I didn't find any good trades. I found a few more other patterns, but I couldn't find any good ones. And I know at the end of this training, I'm gonna give you guys a few market ideas that I can find within the market. That's cool? That's cool, let me know. So I actually say something that I seen earlier, right? Named the example. So it was Euro AUD with the bat pattern, all right? Euro AUD with the bat pattern. And what I'm gonna do is zoom out. All right. So as you can see, this market had already hit entry and it already smashed TP3. Now let's fully analyze this market, okay? Let's fully analyze it. If I look to the left, if I zoom out and I look to the left, the market was on an extended bullish run. That's one confirmation. All right, so let me draw my trend line. Let me draw my trend line. This is a pretty good trend line because obviously we have a touch right here. We got a touch right here. And price is actually rejecting off this level. All right. Next, do we have equal highs and do we have equal lows? Let me see if I can hide this real quick. Let me see if I can hide it. I should be able to hide this. It's not gonna let me hide the harmonic pattern. That's cool. So the left shoulder, which is right here, should be at equal highs with the right shoulder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a rectangle to see. So literally we have equal highs. As you can see, the market kind of extended past the zone, but it's still well within the zone, okay? So we have two additional confirmations, okay? Now that we have two additional confirmations, how about we take the field to see what's going on? So obviously down here, this would have been our support level, if you can see. This would have been a major support level. Major support level, right? So of course, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to my trusty fib tool and I'm gonna see if it lines up, if this zone right here lines up with the 618 and the 50. So I'm gonna start from high and I'm gonna bring it all the way down to the low. So as I bring this all the way down to the low, let me make this a little bit bolder. If I can. Make that bolder. Let me go to the level lines. From here. Boom. Everybody should be able to see this pretty clearly. So as you can see, this is in between the 618 and the 50, this zone right here. And the 618 is actually right here. And you know, if we have multiple confirmations, let me see if I can just delete this. All right, cool. I was able to delete the harmonic pattern. So I deleted it. And as you can see, look, we have literally a line of confluence right here. And anytime we have a line of confluence, this gives us more than another confirmation. That means we have more than one confirmation right here. So we have our trend line. Cool. The left shoulder and the right shoulder are at equal highs. Cool. We have a support level. And then when we drew our field from high to low, when we drew it from high to low, this market is in between the 618 and the 50, right? So let's extend this zone. Let's extend this zone, right? So look, after we sit here and find these confirmations, we want to zoom in. Now, what we want to happen is for price to break past this entry level. Now, after price breaks past this entry level, right? And what exactly does that look like? You see how price literally broke this entry level right here and closed below it, and it happened right here. That red candle broke and closed below it. So after that red candle would have broke and closed below it, you would have entered. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. You would have entered at the low of this candle, at the close of this candle right here. And I'm gonna make this green so y'all can see. If y'all can see that, hold on. Let me see if I can make this green and let me make it a little bit thicker. Boom. That would have been our entry point, right? So we would have gotten this for a short position. So our entry point would have been right here. And our stop loss would have been all the way up here. All right. And you literally could have took this all the way to TP3. I got to redo that. Hold on. Messed that up. You could have took this all the way to TP3. And my entry should have been around this area, right? So if you see that, we didn't get nowhere near the stop loss level, right? Now, this actually took a few days for this to happen. You would have been in this trade for a minute, right? I want to say this was on September 21st. It hit take profit 3 around October 1st. So you would have been in this trade, but you would have been in profit the whole entire time. You would have been in profit the whole entire time. Drop a 7 in the chat. Matter of fact, drop 3 7s in the chat if this is pretty simple. If you think you can apply this today, if you was to spot this. If you was to spot this pattern, would you be able to apply everything that I've taught you and hop in this trade with confidence? Like I said, for those of you who aren't too sure, I did record this call. So you can go on my YouTube channel and look at it again until you find it. All right. Now, let's get into some live analysis. Okay. So, matter of fact, we're on EuroCAD. Let's see what's going on EuroCAD real quick. Let me delete all of these. Let me see if I can give y'all a few trade ideas real quick. Trying to figure out why it's not letting me delete that. All right, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So let me delete this stuff, and then I can, go back to the top, and I can show you what I see in the market. And I'm actually going to take a screenshot of whatever my analysis is. I'm gonna put it in Dignified Drip. I'm gonna put it in BRF. I'm gonna put it in Galore, just so everybody can copy it, and everybody can hop in this trade and make money together. If you see what I see. So as I'm looking at this, I'm on a 1 hour time frame. The first thing I'm gonna do is if I want to enter this time frame, or if my entry chart or my entry time frame is going to be the 1 hour, I'm going to go 1 hour above, and I'm going to go to the 4 hour, right? I'm going to go to the 4 hour time frame. Now, after I go to the 4 hour time frame, I'm always going to mark up the nearest low first. Let me delete these. Let me get these out of the way real quick. Now, as I'm deleting these, I want y'all to understand this. So when you think about the market, you can think about the market as a human, right? Have y'all ever got scarred? And of course the scar healed, but it's still there, right? It's still there. That skin has healed over it, but it's not fully healed over it. Like you can still see the light part. That scar will always be there forever, right? So zones in the market are always like that. And I'm gonna explain why. For example, this is a low. Price came all the way here to this point, right? And it shot right back up. And if we look to the left for a minute, price has not came back to this area, right? And this is from October 5th. And I come right here all the way to August 17th. All right. Let me come to the left. Let me come to the left. Boom. Price kind of made a move this way, but August 11th, still nobody down here. All right. Price kind of came down here a little bit, but not even close. Boom. This is July 5th, not even close. This is May 12th, not even close. So let's continue to go back. And I don't know if y'all realize, but obviously this is a strong zone, right? So let's come into this area real quick. So I'm all the way back in February. This is February 25th. Let's zoom in real quick. February 25th, and as you can see, if I go to a 1 hour time frame on this, it probably broke through, but it probably retested at this level, okay? So obviously this is a pretty accurate zone. If I continue to keep going to the left, you see where the market previously touched that. All right, it came down here, boom, kind of retested up in this area. This was once a resistance before it was a support. As y'all can see that. Bounced up, it continually broke and continued. This level was always valid. All right. This is all the way, I'm back in what, 2019 right now. Literally. And this zone right here is still valid. This is 1.45488. All right. Let's go back to the right. Let's go back to the right. So now I've seen this. What else can I look for? I'm gonna go back to the 1 hour time frame because I think I had already marked these up previously. Yeah, I already marked these up. All right. I already marked these up. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's try to find something else that's going on. Right. So what I like to do is zoom out. So I'm kind of seeing something happen right now. So I just showed y'all the head and shoulders pattern, but I think a inverted head and shoulders pattern is happening. And that usually happens at valid support levels. As we look to the left, this is a very valid support level. So I believe this move is about to happen, right? This is going to be a trend reversal. Okay, so how exactly can I identify it? So first, I have price coming here, right? Left shoulder. Right shoulder. Or matter of fact, to make it even better, to make it even more valid, we literally got two ways we can do this for real. We can either come here, or for a quicker entry, we can go from here to here to here, right? So as I'm looking at this, cool. I know I have a level right here. I know I have a level right here, right? And I also have a level right here. And this was a pretty nice resistance level. If I go to the left, it kind of rejected in this same area. Let me delete this real quick. Let me delete this real quick. So this is what I'm expecting to happen inside of the market. Price came down to the support level. I'm expecting price to come here. I'm expecting price to get to this level right here. Now, when it gets to this second level, either two things can happen. It can either come to this level reverse or come to this level, re-break this level and continue to go up. All right. Everything will be determined at this level right here. All right. Let me delete this. Cool. So when it gets to this valid level, this is a valid level of resistance. Like I said, with the head and shoulders pattern, it's going to find a valid level of support. Okay. Valid level of support. So this is a valid level of resistance. This is what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for, right? Then we're expecting price. Hold on, I kind of did this wrong. Well, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm doing it the right way. We come back down here to this level to find this valid level of support. So completely formed, it should be an inverted head and shoulders pattern. That's exactly what we're looking for. Family, drop a 5 in the chat if you understand everything that I just did. Drop a 5 in the chat if you understand everything that I just did. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. This is an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Potentially. All right, potentially. So look. So this is what we're looking for. So look, I'm finna show y'all an app to help y'all out a little bit. I'm pretty sure y'all may mark up y'all charts, so y'all might be on the harmonic scanner and y'all may mark up y'all zones, and then you look back at the chart and it's like, dang, like the market has already touched my zone in reverse. I got a way that can help you out a lot. All right. Now you can either use what's on TradingView, but if you don't want to necessarily pay what's going on TradingView, you can download an app, and this app is called Call Levels. Apple. So with call levels, it lets you set alerts at certain levels. Okay. So down here, you can definitely select the market type. Of course, we trade in the foreign exchange market. You can click your pair and you can literally click the level, and you can basically tell it to, okay, notify me when the market touches this price. Notify me when the market breaks through this price. So I definitely recommend everybody should download this app and use it. You would be a lot more profitable with this, okay? I know a lot of people having problems with checking the charts all of the time, all right? I know a lot of people have a problem with checking the charts all the time, all right? This will definitely help you save a lot of time, all right? Cool. Now next, let's just say the market comes here. Now, when the market comes to this level, this is what we're going to be looking for, all right? For entry, this is what we're going to be looking for. Hold on. So we want price to come here. Then we want to see it make a bearish run all the way down to that support level. Right? Now, we either want to see a few bullish candlestick pattern, but the candlestick pattern that I want to see the most is a bullish engulfing candle. If we can get a bullish engulfing candle, a candle that engulfs this last candle or engulfs these last two candles, we can expect this market to be headed in an uptrend. All right. So I can delete these. I can just pull these up this way. This is what we want to see. We want the market to come here. So this right here. And then we want the market to literally come this way. Boom. Now let's establish a take profit and a sell, right? So first off, we're going to enter at the close of this candle. All right. We're going to enter at the close of this candle. So we're going to enter at the close of this candle of, let's do a 1-to-2 ratio. Let's do a 1-to-2 ratio. So I have a long position right here. Click it. So my SL, let's do 30, and we can take this to 60 pips. We can take this to 60 pips. All right. So our entry is right here. Our SL is directly at this support level right here. If we reverse, all right. And our take profit is literally 60 pips. This is a 1-to-2 ratio. So look, boom. We have our take profit up here. And we have our SL right here. All right. Real quick, what I'm gonna do with this is let me get a call out. Entry of the confirmation level Now I can't give you specific take profit and stop losses. So what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Oh, I just saved it. Exit out of this. Go to my downloads. I can put EuroCAD right here, and I'm gonna go to Telegram. Wait, where'd it go? I'm gonna put Telegram right here, and I'm gonna literally take EuroCAD. Hold on, that didn't work right. It's supposed to automatically pop up. Hold on, give me one moment. I'm having technical difficulties. I got you. Hold on. Let me take this. Really gonna let me take it. It's not what I'm trying to do. All right, check this out, family. I'll figure out how I need to do this, or how I need to upload it, or whatever. But that's pretty much the end of this training. And let me know how I did. If I did a pretty good job in this training, I need you to go in every single chat, drop fire emojis, you know, tell people that they missed out, tell people that they should have been on this call. Let me